In the previous episode. In the peak of summer, a heat wave during the longest daylight days of the year, I was attempting to run 70 kilometres a day for 3 days on a barely used walking track.
And this is Snakeville.
The audacious, horse-wide cutting was made by the men of infamous mass murderer Angus McMillan in 1864. It made a line across some of the most remote mountains in Australia. After 12 hours of running, I was closing in on the 60 kilometre mark and had drank about 12 litres of fluid. It dawned on me that I hadn't taken a leak, and I was getting slower and my mind was starting to wander. For the first time in my life on a long running mission, the wheels were coming off and it was way too early. I was failing and the crew had no idea where I was.
I'm the executive chef on this trip. I'm the executive four-wheel drive recovery master on this trip. I'm the executive boudoir arranger for Beau. So I've got to arrange his sleeping quarters each night. Rolled out his sleeping mat, put out his sleeping bag, puffed his pillow, you know, keep him comfortable and pep him up after he's done an extra 8Ks today that he wouldn't have otherwise had to do. So, you know, we'll just jolly him along a little bit. It's easy for me, isn't it? I just sit here cooking food and having a good time.
This is unrunnable, the unrunnable track. World is hot. Rock is hot, leaves are hot, wood is hot to touch. Oh, Miles's legs. Probably a bit of his brain are done. Went for a bit too much on the old day one. Yep. I've drunk 12 litres of water, mate, haven't pissed once. So there's something going on. I'm just cooked, electrolyte cooked, I think. So I'm starting to get a bit wobbly and stupid. More than usual anyway. It's like really cool, but hard to walk, let alone run. So yeah, I've been sort of rolling along for the last 10-15 Ks thinking, shit, what's going on? So we'll reevaluate tonight, but at this stage it's just about getting back and some R&R, and I haven't trained right. Hands down, I've done some stupid things. Just time, and you think, oh, I've got a bit of running pedigree, I'll be right, but I haven't respected a few fundamentals. Beau's life on the trail today. Big fat mistakes.
I can tell you, I like feeling tired. I always have. Feeling tired gives me permission to stop. I've been active my whole life because I like this cycle of things, action and rest. But this was different. I wasn't just tired. Something was amiss and I didn't know what.
Chris, Charlie here, got a copy?
Yeah, copy that, Charlie. Just letting you know, we're on our way out. I missed the big start, so it should be okay to get out if you wanted to hold up where you are. Over.
No worries, I'll find a place to turn around and we'll wait for you. Hey!
How'd you go?
Oh, well, we'll see. I'm still hanging around for the moment though. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty toast. And I'm starting to go a bit funny.
In the head?
No, just, well, yeah, I'm dim. I'm super dim-witted, that's fair enough, but I just don't know whether I've had enough salt through all the goo I've been.
Yeah, well, you can see how much you've lost.
Yeah.
You need to start pissing, yeah.
Yep. Hips. Yoa. Ow. Need to be sitting down, I think.
You want to lean on that, baby?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Good on you, Charlie. Oh, that's great.
There you go.
Good on you. Jeez, everyone needs a Charlie, right?
That's why I'm here.
Oh,
I don't know if I can fix that.
no, I don't know what any... Can't even take my bloody socks off. I feel like a bit of a fraud. Amazing what you put up with. Well, I just had a Gatorade, and that's tipped me into my 14th litre, and I haven't weed. Haven't done anything for a couple of days. So and I'm having to concentrate like heck to hold a conversation with you folks. I could very easily be a wonky old man right now.
I must admit, I've always thought that my one and only superpower is having an abusable body. A strong piece of meat and bones up for anything I throw at it. There's a few theories floating about as to why my inner Beau went missing. But it was likely a mix of things, a mismatch of minerals, electrolytes, carbs, and it was hot. I hadn't fueled myself right, and in truth, I hadn't trained the right way. You know what, I should have gone to hospital, but I decided to go to the toilet instead, which was successful. I felt I'd be fine if I simply didn't keep running.
With you being family, Bodie, it's not as easy for me to just push you on, ruin your body, walk away.
You could have. if you'd all ganged up on me, I'd be out there wobbling around now.
The other failing of my first attempt was thinking less about the bigger picture of McMillan as things got hard. The deeper I got into the day, the more I got swept up in the demise of my body and the simple desire to keep going. Now, we all know that our failures make us who we are, but that doesn't mean we like it. For my second attempt at this track, I needed to tell the story of a running adventure that wasn't just about running. And to do this, I needed to be strong.
And just life's just slid by. All of a sudden we're here again at the start line. Which is 3 parts excitement, 7 parts, what the you know. Dawn in a couple of hours time, it'll be pretty sweet. And it will be nice to be on the trail again. You little ripper. I've got to be a tortoise. I've got to be slower, Charlie. Last time I tried to chase down the heat a bit and get the first 30 or even 40 Ks in before the heat of the day, it just didn't work. It was sort of cooking from 10 a.m. and sweating my ass off. I think you just got to play the long game. Lower everything, lower your temperature, lower your heart rate. I've got to be a bit of a frog. Is that what frogs do? Frogs do that, don't they?
I reckon for sure. Just plod along. Don't dry out.
A bit more amphibious. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for being here again. Whew. See you, mate. See you, boys.
Happy trails, Bodie.
Seven past 5 in the morning. We've got another couple of hours of darkness before dawn. And this is take 2.
Coming back was to bring a new tempo and a new kit. fresh off the back of long and steep training in the mountains. Today would be shorter than the original plan, meaning a 3-day run had grown to 4.
Magnificent morning, really crisp. A morning built for human travel. The majesty of the mountains. Virtually no sound, and because it's been burnt so recently, and only now we're hearing the birds, but no bugs, no mammals, nothing. It was quite eerie. And to see this new life emerge is awesome. It's just fantastic.
At the back of my mind at all times was how I tell this story not just to people I'll never meet, but to my daughter. In fact, that was what compelled me in the first place. Head to the hills you can see from the front porch, knowing what you now know, and cook up something worth sharing.
And you forget how pleasant things are when you just walk. Somewhere in the footsteps of McMillan and his men in 1864. I've got my first good sweat up. Oh, it's steep. It's real goddamn steep. Oh, mama. A genuine footpad. Wasn't like this 3.5 months ago. First river crossing coming up. Excellent. I need to leak. It means things are working. Good work, buddy. Oh, mama. But yeah, there's about 700 or 800 metres of vertical straight up from the valley below the Dargo River. Oh yeah. It's just so much cooler this time round. 10 degrees cooler. You little beauty. You're not sweating as much. You don't feel like you're roasting. You appreciate the sun rather than curse it, which is always a bit of a redhead dilemma, I must admit, but yeah. And I think I'm in a much better place.
Well, that's an awesome sign, Bodie. You're feeling a lot better in.
Yeah, shit tons.
I entered Gow's plane, my old mate that last time got me lost. I knew where things went wrong last time, so today was going to be a soda. And then all of a sudden I overshot again.
Talk about deja vu. It's a frustrating piece of navigation because I'm following the only sort of handrail I've got, which is this fence line, which is talked about in the guidebook. But I haven't seen a marker now for 600-700 metres. And let it get to your boatie. Just do the time, brother. Should be a departure point here. I think Beau think. Going backwards for fuck. There are no indicators. Zip. Got fooled there twice. I know I'm a bit of a dick, but that's ridiculous.
The only saving grace to getting lost on Gow's bloody plane twice is that I found a sweet pair of aviators.
We're about to get into the devastated lands of last summer's mega fire, which is a scene to behold. Staggering. Still very much a case of comparing and contrasting with what it was like 3.5 months ago. I'm not baking out here like a bit of jerky. That's good.
McMillan and his men making a version of this track all those years ago is a hell of a thought. All their toil and hardship is something my generation can't really fathom. They'd had multiple attempts to get to this point also. Too hot, not enough food and difficult terrain for horses and gear. They kept getting turned around and they kept coming back. There's a lot riding on the imagination. My whiteness and my construction of history. A part of me feels hugely connected to landscapes like this, and another part of me is completely removed. As if the colour of my skin and beard give me away as being just another version of an outsider passing through.
I tend to look forward to the destination sometimes a bit too much. I look forward to just sitting and having a cup of tea with you folks. Which begs the question, why don't we just go there now?
Well,
Let's just...
I think that's a pretty normal thing to go through, Bodie, if you're doing multiple tens of kilometres in a day to be focused on the end.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people say, well, what's the point of thinking about the destination all the time? And
Yeah, well, it makes it all the more worth it, doesn't
I
it?
suppose so, mate, yep. Broken the back of the day, done the big up and down to the Dargo River. Now it's sort of contours along and then steeply down to the Crooked River and then follows it all the way to you guys.
Yeah, I might have a pan down to the Crooked River, see if
That'd
I
be
can
good.
emulate McMillans, men finding gold down there.
Well, that's where they buggered off, didn't they?
Yeah, some of them ditched it.
Like a mutiny. Yeah, that'd be good, Charlie. If I get there and you've got a big gold nugget, I don't think I'll go anywhere
I
tomorrow.
won't ditch you though, unlike McMillans men.
Yeah, right.
As Charlie departed towards camp at Talbotville, I made my way towards the Crooked River, where 15 weeks earlier the wheels had fallen off.
I gotta bloody concentrate. Filmmaking and walking along this bit of track is bull dang. It's usually getting the chickens home, right? When I'm a guide, it's all about getting the chickens home. Get everyone getting into camp safely. Well, at the moment it's just about getting my own chicken home, getting this bloody cockerel into camp with the team. So this is the fat horse width track the McMillans men put in, like a dry stone wall. They're magnificent. Hot feet. That feels good on hot feet. I repeat, hot feet. Yowa!
When McMillan and his men came through here, Melbourne was on the verge of being the wealthiest city in the world.
Nothing. Not a thing.
That's what the track was for, opening up to prospectors. People would live in the most inhospitable places to find a chunk of gold before the next bloke, trying to score it rich.
Yep. 3 specks.
Not enough to abandon the team though.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Bodie!
How are you, mate?
Geez, you're looking fresh.
Legs feel great. Bloody feet are munched, but the legs feel really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The elders are right. On foot, creating your own slice of history is a good way to go. If you've ever wondered about how to best think about your own path in the world, go and physically put yourself on one. It's literal. Worldview, one step at a time. Although as I approached camp, it occurred to me that I hadn't actually gone anywhere. taking almost 4 months to get back to a place I've already been.
Boom! There's Camp 1. You're guilty.
True enough, I was in the same location, but I was in an entirely different story. Tomorrow, I would run.